Dr. Naik, I was wondering if perhaps you could tell me that the Taliban also tried to implement Sharia law in Afghanistan, but we saw a great many human rights violations. We saw an extremely poor country. We saw women being ill-treated. We saw women being pulled out of schools, not being given an education, not being able to work, dying in thousands because they couldn't get medical help. Because even women doctors were not allowed to work. You know, you say that Sharia law would make the world a better place, but then what happened in Afghanistan?
Point to be noted, I don't know of any country in the world which is implementing Sharia totally. I don't know of any country. I don't know of any country in my knowledge which is implementing Sharia totally. Some countries are using criminal Sharia law. Some people are using economical Sharia law. I don't know of any country in the world which implements 100% Sharia today. I don't know of any country. You are saying that Taliban implemented, I don't know. What news you get in the media, it keeps on changing. So you asked me to comment on Taliban, I am not on a survey. What Taliban does? You asked me a particular situation, that can anyone prevent a woman from studying? No, it cannot. Has Taliban done that? I don't know. Because I am a man who keeps on traveling very regularly. I am not here to support Taliban or to go against them. To give my views on Taliban, I have to do a study on Taliban. I, being a man of media, I get different views. I know many people, many doctors, Muslims have gone there and they've praised Taliban. I've got many news about Yuan Redley, who went and she praised Taliban. On the other side, we here in BBC and CNN, they abuse Taliban. So me, if you ask me how are Taliban, I say, I don't know. Don't talk to me about individuals. Ask me about principles. You ask me who did 9/11 should be condemned, yes. Whether Bin Laden did, whether the people in America did, I don't know. If you go on the net, there are so many proofs, 75 scientists of American. They say there are warmongers in White House who did it. You ask me, did the people of White House did it or Bin Laden? I don't know. So similarly, if you ask me, does Islam permit a woman not to be educated? No. The first guidance given in the Quran to the whole of humankind was not to pray, was not to give charity, was not to perform Hajj. It was ikra, it was to read. And our beloved Prophet Muhammad said that it is obligatory on every Muslim, man or woman, to acquire knowledge. The Prophet said it is obligatory for the parents to teach their children, especially their daughters. Now what Taliban did, I don't know, because I get different views. I'm not here to support Taliban, neither go against them. Yuan Redley, who was a non-Muslim Britisher, have you heard of her? Yuan Redley. She went to do a research on Taliban. She was arrested by the Taliban. She was so impressed with them. She comes back and then asked her, how did they treat you? So she said they treated me like this. Now if I tell you her story, you will think I'm supporting Taliban, therefore I won't tell you her story. I'm not telling that her story is right or wrong. So what I hear from BBC is completely opposite. What I hear National Geography, BBC, these Taliban are beating the women. Here Yuan Redley, a white European woman, says the way they respected me. I can't believe. I thought they were going to rape me and they respected me, they wanted to search me. They waited for 1 hour. I said, what? She couldn't understand. Then they got a lady to search her. Now which country will do that? If they catch a criminal, will they wait for a lady to search? They wait for a lady to come and search her. She was so irritated. She thought that they want to rape her. They waited for a woman to come and do a search. So what you realize that what information we get, I'm not saying that Yuan Redley's story is correct and BBC story is wrong. What I'm trying to say, I am a man who has got millions of followers. What I'm trying to say, I don't know what Taliban have done. We get news from the other quarter that Taliban say that the women to work out, when they go out to work, it is not a very good place. It's immodest. Let them not go to work. We will pay their salary at the doorstep. Now this information, I would prefer my daughter or my wife not going out and modeling and wearing obscene clothes and dancing. Stay at home, I'll give you salary. I would prefer that. Now this is the news I get. I get otherwise news that Taliban are saying that don't go to work, stay at home. Two different views. Two different versions. I am asking your sister, would you like to go and dance outside and get a salary? Or the Taliban said, don't go, don't dance, stay at home, I will give you salary. Which would you prefer?
I would prefer to work.
To work at dancing?
Not dancing, but work as a journalist, work as a lawyer, work as a
My question, sister, was that if the situation is such that the workplace is not modest, and if someone tells you the workplace where you have to go is you have to expose and you have to do immodest things, would you prefer going to work and get immodest things, or someone says, okay, don't go, sit at home, I'll give you a salary at your doorstep? Which would you prefer? Best is to work in a modest place, which even I would agree. But now we get two different reports. I'm asking the question that if what report that we get from the other side of the world, that the place where they work is immodest, it is preferable to stay at home, don't go to work, I'll give you your salary at your doorstep. So which would you prefer as a woman sister?